Hyaluronic acid is very well known among dermatologists. In the aesthetic industry, it has been used for many years and it has very proven effect. But let me ask you something. Do you know actually what it looks like? Usually when I ask this question, people say, oh, it's a gel. They are half right. Actually, hyaluronic acid is a gel when it's mixed with water, but the first origin of hyaluronic acid is actually a white powder. It looks just like this. See? This is pure hyaluronic acid, and it's when you add water that it gets jelly. I will do this experiment so you can see. I add some water here with the powder, and you will see what happens. Now I stir. So this is how it looks when you add water. It gets actually a gel. So this is what pure hyaluronic acid looks like. Very small drops of gel. Of course, this is what I stir is very high molecular weight. Maybe you have heard about this. If I put it in my skin, for example, few drops, I can try to make it penetrate, but it will never get into my skin. See? It just gets like this. Why? Because the size of the molecule is so big that it just stays on the surface. And you know you have 4 different sizes of hyaluronic acid. We talk about molecular weight. It only means the size. You get, for example, low molecular weight. What does it mean? It's very liquid. See? Just like water. This means that the size is super small, and when you are going to put it in your skin, it penetrates and it goes very deep. But you also have very high molecular weight, like this, and it's very heavy. See? Super sticky. This one, what you're going to put, is going to stay on the surface. Of course, each size of hyaluronic acid has very important role. The highest amount, this one, is going to stay in the surface, is going to bring hydration. It's also going to be anti-roughness because we have these small dead cells. It's going to bring smoothing and nice looking effect to the skin. The smallest sizes, they go deep, and each one has a role. The deepest they go, the better the role they have. For example, one of the smallest sizes that go deep into the epidermis is going to bring a repulping effect. And this is what hyaluronic acid is known for, to repulp the skin. You know how it works? Very simple. Again, I show you. This is a dry sponge. A sponge that we dried and then we pressed. So if you see, super hard, super dry. We can say that by mimetism, this is hyaluronic acid. And in your skin, you have water. So, for example, here, I add a little bit more water. Okay. This represents the water that we have in our skin, around. When you get hyaluronic acid in contact with your skin, this is what happens. So, I put this dry sponge. It's actually absorbing all the water surrounding it. This is exactly what hyaluronic acid does. It just gets all the water around and it absorbs it and maintains it. This is it maintains hydration, and this is how it brings this repulping effect. You see, you have dry sponge, you put it dry hyaluronic acid, you put it in the water, and this is what you get. It absorbed all the water around. Then your skin, if you have the wrinkles, it makes them go up. So hyaluronic acid is very important to the skin, especially that it dies within 24 hours. So you need to be bringing hyaluronic acid every day, all the time. In our line of hyaluronic acid, you have 4 different sizes, especially in the booster, high concentration, and it's going to go in each layer of the skin to have a specific action.